My name is Felix Cane, and I am a showgirl. I'm what's lovingly referred to in the showgirl world as a veteran showgirl, which means I'm old. Old, but very good, very good. And I'm here to introduce some of my friends and our beautiful acts, and also to tell you a few stories from my career so you can get a glimpse into the life of a showgirl and what it's like. I'm also what they refer to in the industry as heavily pregnant. Thank you. So, I won't be performing on my signature act today, which is the pole. I'm a professional pole dancer. So some showgirls have a speciality, and my speciality is pole, which means I only do one act, and I've created the act about 15 years ago, and I've been doing the same act my whole career. Some showgirls are generalists, so they can do all sorts of incredible things. They can sing, they can dance, they can do acrobatics, and there's some like me that are only good at one thing. So yeah, there's a little bit of a difference. So my first story that I'm going to tell you is how I became a showgirl completely by accident. I had never really planned on being a showgirl. I always wanted to be a ballerina. Ever since before I could walk, all I wanted to do is dance. And I decided when I was 4 that I wanted to start ballet and be a ballerina. And I trained incredibly hard from the age of 4 until I was about 18 years old. I trained 5 to 10 hours a day, as well as going to school, which was difficult. And then I wasn't good enough. So I went to uni. And I hated it. I was not very good at that either. Well, I was good at it if I stuck to it, but I didn't like it. So I quit that. But before I quit that, my mum had taken my little sister to a pole dancing lesson, which I thought was terrible of her because pole dancing is only for strippers, which I later became. So I was completely appalled with her and I told her off, and she said, "Oh, darling sweetie, you must open your mind. It's not what you think." And I couldn't believe that my mum was actually cooler than me. So then I had to do pole dancing. So I went and I tried it, and I loved it. I absolutely fell in love with it. So I started pole dancing every day, and I got very, 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 very good at it, very quickly because of all the dance training that I'd had. And I entered a competition that year, Miss Pole Dance Australia, and I won. And then the following year, I entered again, and I won again. And then that year, I was emailed by a little company called Cirque du Soleil. And they said, "Hey girl, we like what you do. Do you want to come live in Vegas for a while?" And I was like, where are the hidden cameras in this prank show? And so I went over to Vegas and I started my career as a showgirl because the review that I had been invited to join was Humanity, which was a topless show. So I said, yes, I'd love to go to live in Vegas and work for Cirque du Soleil, and okay, I'll get my boobs out. So yeah, I accidentally fell into showgirlism. And then I worked for Cirque du Soleil for about 7.5 years, returned here to Perth, opened a pole dancing studio, married the love of my life, and made a baby. So, there is a lot of debate about where pole originates. So we don't have a great written history of pole dancing. Some people believe that its origins go as far back, way, way, way far back into India to an art form called Malakam, which was performed traditionally by men. Other people say, no, it was the early 20th century when traveling circus was all the rage and they used to erect the tents and have alluring girls swing on the poles to tempt the audience in. But we really don't know exactly how it came to be. Some people say, no, it was the 80s when the drunk strippers couldn't hold themselves up. So we don't really know, but we do know that now it has become a really important part of the performing arts community. It is a very well-respected art form. It's been featured in Cirque du Soleil, in music videos, and in a lot of stage shows now you'll see pole dancing. So I'm very proud to introduce the first act tonight, which is pole.